I'm so excited to make this video for you because what I'm about to share you has literally changed my life. I have manifested unfathomable amounts of money that I always put out there, but when it actually comes into your life, you're just like, how? Like, how did that actually happen? And that is why I call it manifesting, because something outside of you, yes, you have to do your part with your beliefs and your aligned action and your energy and your intention, but the divine synchronicity, the way the universe, God, whatever you believe in, brings it to you, oh my gosh, it's so incredible. So I'm going to share with you the #1 affirmation, declaration, statement of truth, whatever you want to call it, that if you anchor in and embody and integrate, you will see your internal shifts, so believing it, feeling it, trusting it, have a direct real-time effect in your external world. I'm also going to sprinkle in many other great money affirmations, beliefs, because the way you think and feel about money is the way it's going to show up, flow in, or not flow in into your reality. I know this from experience. And I'm sure if you are honest with yourself about how you feel about money and if it's see how it is in your real life experience. So #1, start to shift that you can only make money from working. If you only believe you can make money from working, you're gonna have to work really, really hard and you might just be getting by. And then if you're not working, you're gonna be stressed and anxious, well, I'm not working, so and then you're gonna be in a very lack and scarcity vibration. This statement has changed it all for me. I receive money from expected and unexpected sources. I received $10,000 from an unexpected source. I got a call one day and someone was like, hey, can you come down into our office and sign off this settlement for this car accident you were in a few months ago? I didn't even start a claim. I don't even know where this came from. I don't even know anything how this happened, but I really wanted something that the price tag was $10,000. I was 21 years old. I was 20. I was in school, in university. I didn't have a job. I didn't work. There's no way that I could have paid for this $10,000 ticket item that I really wanted. I received the money in such an unexpected way and source. So really feel this, trust this, and know this. Money can come from so many different places and spaces, but if you only believe it can come from one way, it's only gonna come into your reality that one way. So open your heart, your energy, your mind up to many different ways, expected and unexpected sources. So a fun thing that you could do is just write a list of unexpected sources, ways that money could flow into your life. The lottery, an old check from an employer, maybe you paid too much on your taxes one year and the government wants to give you money. So maybe you're like, oh no, government only takes money from us. That is a limiting belief, and cut that out. That's what's gonna block money from coming into your life, okay? From a stranger, from a long lost uncle that you never met but wanted to leave you money. Come up with 10 and then just see, let your mind see, wow, okay, there's unexpected streams, ways that money can flow into my life. If you're unsure how to really start to shift the narrative and programming around your subconscious and money programming, definitely check out this video up here. And this goes into how I'm giving you right now really good affirmations, beliefs to anchor in, but how do you do that? Check this video out there. Now this next one, okay, I know I said the #1 affirmation, but there's so many good ones, and if you only want to start with one, come back to the video and watch the other ones, but they kind of all work together. So the next one, and this is from Amanda Francis, she's a multimillionaire, and she gifted me this and said, money expands in proportion to my desires. So I'm gonna really show you and explain how that has actually worked in my life, unintentionally and intentionally. So what your desires are, what do you desire to have in your life? The work, the career, the car, the home, clothes, what have you. So for example, I desired to move to the Cayman Islands. This is one of the most expensive islands that you can live in. But I just trusted my desire to live on an island, to have this adventure, to have this experience, and I manifested unknowingly one of the best jobs that I could have gotten on the island so that I could actually live there. Because there was a lot of people that didn't make enough money to live on the island, so they would have to move back home, and I lived like a queen there. I lived right on the beach. Like, rent was 3,000 CI, which is like almost 4,500, 5,000 Canadian. Of course I had roommates, but that's an insane amount of money to spend on rent. But I trusted my desire to live on the beach, live like a queen, went out to eat at the most fanciest restaurants ever, like easily spending $200 a night, frequently about like 5 times a week. That's Canadian. And just trusted my desire to like have the most incredible experience and adventurous experience and do all the fun island things and really get the Cayman Island experience. And I made more than enough to support all those desires. And now I use that statement, money expands in proportion to my desires, intentionally. So I had a desire. It was time for me to start a new journey and chapter in my life. I wanted to live back onto an island. So I trusted my desire to move back onto an island. At that time, I had just gone through a failed business, so I lost a lot of money. And where I wanted to move in Canada is one of the most expensive places you can live. So to maintain my lifestyle, my desired lifestyle of eating organic, good, well food, going out for nice dinners, adventuring and traveling still, living in nice places, having nice things to wear, I wasn't going to lower my desires because money expands in proportion to my desires. So I moved to the place I wanted to in Canada, ended up on another island, that's where I wanted to be. And to maintain my lifestyle that in a different province, it actually doubled. At the time, I wasn't making double, but I trusted my desires to move where I wanted to move, to start my new business full-time, go into it. I did it a little bit before, but I really shifted into it full-time, where I was living, got a new car payment, everything was double or more. And I just trusted money was gonna expand. So what happened? So many clients. My goal was to make 10K months. I before was making $500 a week. That again, what? It happened within 6 months. I'm telling you, when you shift your mind, your energy, and you really anchor in these statements of truth, and I wanted a new car. So I got a new car again. Money had to expand to my desires. So when I was making that really great monthly income, I was hustling hard and I was like, you know what? I'm not meant to hustle. There's a better way to do business and be in your career. So I took a huge step back, and then I had to anchor in another evolved affirmation belief. This one is so powerful for anybody. I am supported in more than enough in every stage, phase, transition, and cycle of my life. So I was in a transition of I need to get out of hustle mode and into aligned mode. I was going into a different cycle of my life. And so my hustle money was no longer. And I actually started making no money because I took time off because I really needed to clear out the hustle culture badge of honor that I wore and operated from since a child, because that was what was really ingrained within me. Believing and trusting that I was supported and am supported in every phase, stage, transition, and cycle of my life in more than enough. Forgot to add that at the beginning, in more than enough, like always in more than enough. So support can come in as allowing the universe and God to bring the support through people, through money, through things being paid for you, through however the support for you in more than enough is meant to come. Again, it's like the unexpected money affirmation. This one is allowing support to come in any way it's meant to in more than enough. So as my bank account was dwindling because my hustle money wasn't there anymore, and anchoring in the more than enough support, I trusted in my desires to still maintain my lifestyle. And my lifestyle is about $6,000 a month, okay? For running my business and for the expenses for my business, and then the expenses for my life, and from eating to driving to where I live, and I was not making that. So I just trusted in my desires, because this is what was really gifted to me. If you have a heart's desire, it is meant for you. And I desire to live an abundant lifestyle. And old school advice from parents will be, you need a budget and you need to do this and you need to do that. And there is a time and a place for that. And I'm not saying not to listen to that, but use your discernment. So I would have never moved to where I wanted to live. I would have never got a new car. I would not be living my dream life. I can say wholeheartedly, I am living my dream life if I listened to old school advice, if I didn't integrate my own truths about money, that I get it from expected and unexpected sources, that money expands in proportion to my desires, and that I'm supported in more than enough in every phase, stage, transition, and cycle of my life. So as my money was dwindling in my bank account, I was like, okay, like most people would be like, okay, now it's time to budget, now it's time to cut things down and alter your lifestyle. No, I'm not going to alter my lifestyle. That's just not my desire. And don't feel bad for what you desire. You're given these desires on your heart for a reason. As I just trusted and kept putting that out into the world, into the universe, I manifested from an unexpected source more money, more than that 10,000. Like way more. An unfathomable amount of money for me at the time. And what I started saying before that amount came in, and this is when I kept seeing my bank account go down and I'm like, ooh, I should be stressing about this right now, but I'm not. I'm gonna stay in an abundant energy and vibration because this is what I believe in. This one started to shift things too. And I really, really love this one so much. Oh my gosh, there's so many good #1 affirmations. I just can't pick one. I align to exponential wealth. I align to exponential wealth. And this unfathomable amount that I'm still anchoring in, like, oh my gosh, looking at my bank account, I can't believe that's how much is in my bank account. I can't believe it because I've been calling it in, is exponential. And at the time, again, I didn't know how it was gonna come in. We get caught up on the how. I mean, that's why I started to say, write down some unexpected ways that it could come in so you can get over the how, but the how is not your work and your job. The energy, the intention, the belief. So I would make sure in the morning I always was in that energy of believing money expands in proportion to my desires, and I can look back in my life and see how, like, yeah, moved here, money expanded. Yeah, moved here, money expanded. Yeah, wanted this desire, unexpected source. You are that powerful. Your energy, your subconscious mind, your heart, what you feel and what you think, your electromagnetic signal is what the universe responds to. And you get to experience this in real time. And I'm speaking of this happening in my life since I was 20. I've been doing this work for 10 years and like super intentional now. And to see it play out is just, like, I want to cry. I want to shout this to the rooftops. I want everyone to experience this for yourself. I literally started from the bottom and now I'm here. I actually started less than the bottom. When my first business failed and I lost so much money, these beliefs and anchoring and trusting in my heart's desires and manifesting and beliefs and learning about the subconscious mind and really putting these into play has changed my life. And that is why I'm so passionate about sharing this with you, because you can change your life. Your point of attraction is in this now. So no matter what's happened in your past, and maybe one day I'll really share the terrible, painful, emotional turmoil, intense things that happened to me, so you can actually be like, wow, okay, like, man, she really, like, it was hard. I at one point did not want to be doing life, and that's really sad because we're gifted this life for a reason. You're here for a reason. A force greater than you wanted you here. That's why you're here. You're meant to live this life. Live this life. And all of these things that I share with you have just helped me so much into claiming my power back, living this life and experiencing all the wonderful, incredible things that you get to co-create, align, and be a part of. I trust this video was super supportive for you. Let me know what your favorite affirmation was down in the comments below. If you have any other really vibey, money ones, definitely leave them in the comments for others to see. We're in this together. I trust and know oodles and poodles of massive amounts of wealth and money is on its way to you.